We need people of integrity in managing public wealth. Public requires a high level of integrity.
Hello my people, welcome once more to Beyond the News TV, where we go deeper than the headlines. In this video, you'll be listening to Mr. Peter Obi, where he will be talking about the basic need Nigeria need, that it is not water, it is not air, it is not anything else but leadership, good leadership, because that's what's going to put Nigeria in the right phase, in the right direction. So I will let you watch the video and I'll be back. Thank you and stay tuned.
We need people of integrity in managing public wealth. Public requires a high level of integrity. Okay. It requires a high level of contentedness. Because like I said, it's difficult for you to keep what you can take. You know, I've been through it. I've been in the bank myself. So I know what it is when you're a bank chairman and you can do anything with the bank resources. You can even lend it to yourself, do all sorts of things and everything. But you said, no, this cannot happen. You know, so I know what it is. But it is important for us to look at where we are and look at what is lacking. The only problem Africa, Nigeria in particular today have, it is not the air, like Chinua said. It is not the weather. It is not the environment. It is only one thing: leadership. It is not having quality leadership that can rise to the job. Since that is only problem, that is what we should focus on to get it right. And I think it is for everybody. That is why we should disemphasize other areas, issues of religion, issues of this, because like I said before, no religion buys bread cheaper globally. No tribe buys bread cheaper. No. What makes a system work is competent leadership, that's integrity, because they will now know how to galvanize resources, invest it properly for the people.
Alright, welcome back. I believe by now you've listened to all Mr. Peter Obi has to say about the need of Nigeria. And all these are all pointing to the 2027 election. So now it's just that we need to know that what most of the biggest needs of a country, especially a country like Nigeria, is not always the obvious ones. It's not just the ones we always point out or the ones we see, but the ones that are not obvious, the ones that we overlook, that our mind doesn't even go to. In a recent statement which you've watched in the video, Mr. Peter Obi shared a perspective that has sparked a lot of conversation. He said that what Nigeria truly needs is not just the basic things like air, basic amenities or other necessities, but good leadership. I repeat, good leadership. Not just leadership, not just any type of leadership, but we need a good leadership. A good leadership that has integrity and is willing and ready to take Nigeria to another stage, not just where we are. Because when most times we Nigerians talk about development, they often focus on things like infrastructure, resources, or economic growth. Everybody is complaining hunger, there is hardship. But all these things, the basic things we need is good leadership, because that's what's going to correct all these other things. That is what is going to give us or bring all those other amenities that we need. So behind all these things, all our needs, our wants, it is one key factor, and that is still leadership, because leadership shapes everything. The kind of decisions that are made, the priorities that are set, and the direction a country takes, all of these comes from leadership. He also spoke about integrity, and that also stood out because a good leader must have integrity. So the idea that beyond skills or all these promises, there is a need for leaders who are honest, who are accountable and committed to doing what is right. Not just a leader that will just come. We in this 2027 election, oh my God, we need to keep praying. Nigerians, pray harder so that God will interfere, like God will intervene and help us select a good leader. So what really makes leadership effective? Is it experience? Is it vision? Or is it character? Well, I'll wait for your answers in the comment section because I believe that different people will have different answers to the question. But one thing is always clear and must be clear, and that is that leadership plays a major role in how a country functions and how people experience their daily life, from the economy to education, from security to opportunities. Many other things, many outcomes can come or can be traced back to decisions that are made at the top. And that's one of the reasons that everything is still pointing back to a good leader. So let's just shift the focus from just what is happening or what is happening now to why it is happening. It is also important to look at this in a current context, especially with this 2027 election that is fast approaching. A lot of things is going on because of this election, but we pray that the good one will emerge. Beyond the leadership, there is always a lesson here that applies to everyday life. It is that leadership is not only about positions or titles, because in different ways people lead in their families, in their workplaces, and in their communities. And qualities like integrity, responsibility, and clear thinking are just as important in those spaces too. Because whether you are leading in your family, you need to be a person of integrity. You need to be responsible for you to be able to lead the family well. So now what we should ask ourselves are, what kind of leadership do we need? What qualities truly matter? What exactly do we need in this country right now? So these are questions that are worth thinking about, because as it stands now, nobody knows what we are to expect next. So a conversation about leadership, responsibility, and the future is what we need now, because I believe that leadership is the most important factor in a country's progress, and Nigeria will need it most. So if you need or you want more simple, balanced breakdowns like this, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is Beyond the News TV, where we go deeper than the headlines. I'll be waiting for your thoughts and response in the comment section. Have a nice day.